Hello students, good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss our unit 5. Okay. In our previous class we have discussed our unit 4. Today we will do unit 5 poem, that is The Balloon Man. Okay. You might have seen that in your street or near to your home sometime balloon man comes, right? Whenever this festival comes you might have seen it, right? So today we are going to discuss about that. Okay. So let's begin the poem. What I will do, I will read the poem once and I will start to explain it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's start. The Balloon Man. He always comes on market days and holds balloons, a lovely bunch, and in the market square he stays and never seems to think of lunch. They are red and purple, blue and green, and when it is a sunny day, the carts and people get between. You see them shining far away. And some are big and some are small, all tied together with a string. And if there is a wind at all, they tug and tug like anything. Some day perhaps he will let them go, and we shall see them sailing high, and stand and watch them from below. They would look pretty in the sky. So here, what is in the story? That one balloon man is there. He comes in the street and with lots of different colors. Okay, lots of different colors. Then how he sells, he don't care about the lunch also, like that way. So let's discuss it. He always comes on a market days. Whenever market is getting open, that time that balloon man comes, right? And holds balloon a lovely bunch. So this kind of a lovely bunch, this, suppose this is the balloon man, okay, and he is holding bunch of balloons. And in the market square he stays. So he sells that in that market, and he will stay there and he will sell and never seem to think of lunch. So he never think of lunch in his time. While selling the balloon, he never think of lunch. They are red and purple, blue and green. Okay, the balloons are red, purple, blue and green. This kind of color you can see. This is a green, blue, red, purple. This one is yellow also. Okay, and when it is a sunny day means when there is a light. What it is? There is a light. So in that day, the carts and people get between. What happens in a sunny day? All members comes for shopping, right? So in between a cart, the balloon man, and if you are standing this side, and opposite side balloon man is standing, but between what happens? Cart and people comes. You see them shining far away. So when you are standing far away from that balloon man, still you can see that all the balloons are shining, right? They are making good light. It is like affecting you, right, that way, correct? Then see here, bunch is a new word. I think I have missed it. Bunch means together, so many things together. Okay, then in this one, that and some are big and some are small. So some balloons will be big size and some balloons will be small size, right? It is there, all tied together with a string. See, everyone is tied with a string. You have seen in your life, right? You might have went with your parents and you have seen it. So this way it is tied. And if there is a wind at all, they tug and tug like anything. So here, tug also the new word. Okay. So let's learn the new word bunch and tug. What is bunch means number of things. Typically the same kind, growing or fast and together. Means fast and here. Fast and means tight. That is balloon all are fast and together, right? So that is a bunch. Tug means pull hard or suddenly. So what happens when the wind comes? Balloon will in a flow, right? It will fly in very high speed. So what happens? It's hard, pull hard or suddenly. If you holding the string in your hand and wind comes, what happens? That balloon moves further, right, in the air, and it will pull from your hand. You need to make your hand tight to keep it in your hand, right? String. Otherwise, it will fly. So that is the meaning of tug. Sunny means bright with sunlight, and the square means a plane figure with a floor, four equal straight side and four right angles. See, in a road, if there is a four road is are passing, okay, from center there are four roads are going, so that we call it as a square. Okay. I will show you here how I am telling you. Suppose you are standing here and one road is going this way, one road is going this way, one road is going this way, and one is going this way. So this point we call it as a square. Okay, understood the meaning of square? Yes, I hope you understood it. So let's discuss further that if there is a wind at all, the tug and tug like anything. So if wind comes, that balloon will tug like anything. It will move very suddenly, right? And you need to make your hand tight to keep it in your hand, that string. Correct? Yes. Someday perhaps he will let them go and we shall see them sailing high. Sailing means flying in a high level. High altitude it will fly, right? So that is it is telling. Okay. So here it is telling that someday that balloon man will leave that balloons from his hand. So what happens that time? If you leave balloon from your hand, so it will fly above, right? So see them sailing high and stand and watch them from below. They would look pretty in the sky. So if when they are flying in a sky, it looks very pretty, right? You might have seen on a Makar Sankranti in the January month that in the night every people will put a balloons, right, from their hand, so it is flying in the sky. So what it looks like, it look like very amazing, right? So that way it is telling. So the story is written by Rose Feliman. Who wrote this? Rose Feliman. The poem is written by Rose Feliman. Okay. Yeah. So what we learn here, see the enjoyment of the children once they see the balloons. Yes, so we should be always enjoying the all the things. Okay, we should always enjoy the all the things. So today we have learned these four new words, that is a sunny, bunch, right, and square also is there. So these are the new words we have learned what it is, right? Yes. So let's see if you remember this poem, you can give easily exercise. You can do easily exercise. So let's do first one. That is reading is fun. Where does the balloon man stand? Think of it. It stands Market Square, right? Market Square. What happens to the balloon when there is a wind? It will tug, right? Tug a lot. What does the child like to see the balloon man do? That the child like to see the balloon man setting all the balloons free in the sky. So he leaves freely all the balloons. So what happens? It seems when it is sailing high, it looks a great, right? So let's see the answer, how you can write it. Yes, the balloon man, where does the balloon man stand? The balloon man stands at the market square. What happens to the balloon when there is a wind? When there is a wind, the balloon tug a lot. Okay. What does the child like to see the balloon man do? The child likes to see the balloon man setting all the balloons free in the sky. He wants to see them sailing high in the sky. Right? Yes. So this way you can give the answer from the poem. Let's see the next, that is a talk time. Talk time is here question 1, that is how high can balloon fly, and what do you like about this poem? Okay, so up to what limit in the sky? That is, balloon can fly quite high up in the sky depending on the gas in them, right? If more gas is there in a balloon, so it will fly more high. If less is there, it will go less high, right? What do you like about this poem? That the child is wishing to see all balloons sailing in the sky. That we can like. So how high can balloons fly? Balloons can fly quite high up in the sky depending upon the gas in them. What do you like about this poem? That the child is wishing to see all the balloons sailing in the sky, right? The child in the poem is wishing that balloon should sail in the sky, and I like also very much. This way you can give the answer. Okay, so the next exercise is word building. What it is? Word building. Identify the words from the jumbled letters and write word in the space provided. See here what happens, that alphabets are jumbled. See, this is jumbled. Okay, if you rearrange in a proper manner, you will get a one proper word. See, double L A B double O N S. So what can be the answer? Think of it. That is a balloons, right? If you write it properly, what can be the answer? That is balloons. Let me mark it properly. Okay. Balloons. Okay. I will show you the answer. This is I am just showing roughly. Okay. So this is balloons. So according to this will be blue color, right? So BLUE is WOLBE. So what can be the word here? That is below. CUNLS, that can be the lunch, right? PEPLOEEP, that we can write is a people, and this is CRAT, that is a cart, right? So let me show you the answer here. Okay, so what will be the answer? First one is a balloon, second one is a blue, third one is a below, fourth one is a lunch, fifth one is a people, and the last one is a cart, right? See, we have just rearranged this word. What we have done? We have just rearranged it. Okay. Let's see the further, that is put the word given in the box into the following groups. See here in a box these words are given. Okay. It is given here. So from this box we need to write here whichever fits with nature, whichever fits with the food, whichever fits with the color. So I will give you some examples. See, the colors are there. Okay, so what are the colors here? Purple is a color, right? Yellow is a color, white is a color, green is a color. For nature, what can we say? Grass, right? Wind, sky. And what will be the food? That is turnip, pineapple, rice. That are the foods. So here we need to write it that. Okay. Yes. See, I have wrote it: wind, sky, grass, turnip, rice, pineapple, green, purple, white, yellow. Correct? Yes, it is very easy. It is not at all difficult for you. Here, how many colors you find in hidden in this maze? See here in the maze, there are colors name is given. Okay, so we need to find. One is done for us. That is orange is written here. So try to find other. So first one you can find is this one. That is purple. Right? That is purple. If you see here, this is a red. This is white. Right? This is violet. You just need to mark it properly. Okay, this can be the black. Here it is given a pink, then brown. One n only will come. Okay, not 2n. So if you are confused, let me write it for you again. That is second one is a, sorry, this one is a brown. Okay, here you can find a blue also. Blue. Right? Then yellow. So if you find more, you can write it. Okay, and after finding, you need to write it here. Whichever you find, you need to write here. Okay, you can see here I have found 10 colors. We have 6 color space only, but you can write 10. Right? Okay, let's move further. That fill in the blank in the balloon with their opposites. You can find them in the poem The Balloon Man. See here, one word is given, never. What is it means? No time. Means never means it will not happen anyway. That is never. So opposite is always. So we need to write the opposite word. Small opposite word will be big, right? Small is there, opposite will be big. Rainy, sunny. Sunny will be the correct one. I will show you the answer, don't worry. Low means opposite is a high. See, all of this big, sunny, high are used in our poem that we need to write. Okay, sit. So we can write stand. Near, we can write far. Right? So let me show you the answer how you can write it here. Yes, I have already wrote it, but it is in a different color. So let me mark it. Yes, you can see small opposite is a big, rainy opposite is a sunny, low opposite is a high, sit opposite is a stand, near opposite is a far. So this way you can learn the opposite word. So whenever you are free in your home, try to learn new opposite words. Okay students? Yes. Try to learn it. It is very important to learn all the things. Okay. Team time. Take any magazine or newspaper which has colorful pages. Cut out balloons of various size and shape carefully using pair of scissors. Paste the balloons on a large sheet of paper. Arrange them to make a colorful bunch of balloons. Draw a string for each balloon in a different color. So what you need to do, take some colorful newspaper and make a balloon shape and stick it into page and draw some string there. That is activity you can do at your home. Okay, now these are the few words we need to pronunciate. Okay, string, stream, strong, stand, sting, still, haul, haul, might, tell, tell, sell, sell, string, stand, stream, sting, strong, still. Right? Okay. So here stree is the repeating, right? In this, what is string, stree, strong, string, stream, strong, stand, sting, still, right? And here if you see, these are the same pronunciation. These words have a same pronunciation. Okay. If you read from here to here, whatever pronunciation you are doing from here to here, same will be here. Okay, you see here this hall, might, tail, sail, hall, might, tail, sail, hall, might, tail, sail, sail. See the pronunciation, all are same, correct? Yes. So see the rhyming or how they are pronunciation same. So you need to understand which word is used with different sentences. Okay, like a hall, might, tail or tell, sail or sail. So all the pronunciation are same, but meanings are different. Correct? Okay. So here we have finished our unit 5 poem. Unit 5 poem. Okay. The yellow butterfly, the story we will discuss in our next class. Let's see the new spelling words, right? Which we used to do in every class. So first one is a more. What it is? More. More means a greater or additional amount. Like you will speak in your, I want more water. What you speak? I want more water. It means if you have drank one glass, you want one more water glass, right? So for that you will say I want one more glass of water. One more means additional, greater, right? Additional amount, additional water you require. So that is the meaning of more, greater or additional amount. Second one is a morning. So in the morning, you know what is the meaning, the period of time between midnight and noon. Midnight to moon, in between there is a time that we call it as a morning, especially from sunrise to noon. What? From sunrise to noon time, that is 12 o'clock. Sunrise to 12 o'clock time we call it as a morning, right? Mouse. So there are two meanings of mouse. One is a gadget that is used with a computer. Okay. In the computer you use small piece or a thing that will help you to move your cursor from the screen, right? So that we call it as a mouse. And second one is an animal, right? A small rodent, and that typically has a pointed snout, relatively large ears and eyes, and a long tail. We call it as a mouse, right? After that, fourth one is a mouth. Mouth means what? From where we are eating? From our mouth, the opening and cavity in the lower part of the human face, right? From there only we eat food. So that is opening cavity, that we call it as a mouth. An opening or entrance into a hollow, concave or enclosed structure. Any enclosed structure is there, or some cave is there, that opening part also we call it as a mouth. Okay, mouth of cave, right? Like that. Fifth one is a move. Move means from one place to second place you are moving, so that is a move. Go in a specified direction or a manner, we call it as a move. Or change a position, that is also move. Near. Nearby means at or to a short distance away, nearby. See, you are initially standing 100 meter. Now you are standing from me 10 meters. So you are near to me. And 100 meter means you are far away to me. So 10-meter distance is there now. So you are near. So nearby or 8 or 2 a short distance away. That is the meaning of near. Never means at no time in the past or future. Not ever. Never means not ever. At no time in the past or future. The thing is not happened in a past or future, or not happened in a past, and it is not going to happen in a future also. That we call it as a never. Okay. And the eighth one is a newspaper. So you know the newspaper which provides us a daily update of the country, cities and worlds. A printed publication. It is a one printed publication consisting of folded unstapled sheet and containing news, article, advertisement and correspondence. So in the newspaper, which the page which contains all the things, articles, news and advertisement, and it is a printed publication, that we call it as a newspaper. Ninth one is a noise. Noise means a sound, especially one that is loud or unpleasant or that causes disturbance. The sound which cause a disturbance, like you are shouting someplace, that we call it as a noise. Okay. And the last one is a none. None means not any, no person, no one, nothing. Like if I gave you homework in a class and no student, no one has done that homework, so what I can say, none has done their homework, right? None has done their homework. So none means no one, no person, or not any. Okay. So today we have finished our exercise of the unit 5 poem. We understood the poem and we also learned the new spelling words. So in a homework, what you student need to do is that write down these new words in your notebook and spelling word also in your notebook one time. Okay. After that, in your notebook and textbook, wherever space you get, like this way, you need to write down this thing in your textbook as well as notebook. So full exercise you need to write down in your notebook. Okay. Full exercise you need to write down in your notebook. And you need to write down all the new words and spelling word 5 times in your rough book. Okay, you need to remember all the spelling words till now we have learned. Whatever the words we have learned, that you need to remember. Okay, students? Okay, so today we'll end our session. Okay, today we will finish our session. In the next class, we will see the story part of the unit 5 and its exercise. Thank you.